Um, yes, welcome to you all. My pranams to you all and a hearty welcome to you all. Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Jeta, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jaya, Shri Shri Radha Golokananda Ki Jaya. So, we are here today to discuss about wholesome devotee care. Yeah, this name sounds like little far from a devotional nomenclature, but we will realize that this wholesome devotee care is about, this is something to help us, assist us in sadhana bhakti, so we can practice bhakti steadily. So when we say wholesome devotee care, what does that mean? Wholesome is total, yeah, and so our total care means our physical health, our emotional health, cognitive or intellectual health. And in our case, that would be more of Shastra. When we say emotional health, that's about how we feel inside when we are practicing bhakti. Very important factor. Because bhakti is Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam, Pavitram Idamuttamam, Pratyakshavagamam Dharmyam, Susukham Kartum Avyayam. Am I feeling that Susukham Kartum Avyayam? That is something to keep track of. That's where emotional health would come. And next one would be social health. And in our case, it is more of Vaishnava interactions, Vaishnava etiquette, Vaishnava interactions. A big piece, very important piece for our bhakti. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Krishna Prema is attained by those who serve Harinam during japa and serve the Vaishnavas outside the japa. So such an important piece, social health or Vaishnava interactions. And of course, spiritual health. Spiritual health is Krishna Nama, Krishna Katha. So Krishna Nama and Krishna Katha are not different from Lord Krishna himself at all. So that's spiritual health. So these are the different aspects of our health. Do we really need something like this? I'll show you the booklet very soon. The wholesome devotee care. You must have seen that pyramid. I'll show you very soon. But do we really need a model, something like a model in a wholesome devotee care pyramid? Iski zarurat hai kya? Is this really needed to practice bhakti? Because if we take complete shelter of Harinama, Krishna, then holy name is everything. Harinam can give us everything. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate. Tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. So if only I can take complete shelter of the holy name with that faith, and if I can develop that bonding with the holy name, and Lord Krishna's words that he shall provide what I lack and he would preserve what I have, those will happen. So do we really need this kind of models to practice bhakti? And the answer to that is, for somebody who is taking complete shelter of the holy name, like our acharyas, pure devotees, for them, they did not need any models like this, because their spiritual health is, they were always in Krishna Nama, Kirtaniya Sadahari, and they were filled with Krishna Katha. Then automatically, since that is the fountainhead, rest of their health, other aspects of the health are taken care of. For them, the body is just an instrument to serve Krishna. So they discipline their body so much. Prasadam only, and the right kind of prasadam, and whatever the body needs, the work it needs. So they have treated the body like an instrument to serve Krishna. So it was always physically fit. And the emotional health of it, the emotions, they were just filled with spiritual emotions. If we hear the bhajans of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura, Srila Narottam Das Thakura, That is their emotional health. So for them, they don't need this because their emotions are all spiritual. And cognitive health, which is Shastra. They are the embodiment of Shastras. Not just Shastra, they have realized everything. They are realized souls. They live in Sharanagati. Yeah. And the next one is social health. That is devotee interactions. Any pure devotee we see, all their life is dandavats to the devotees, service to the devotees, trinadapi sunichena. So for them, they do not need any of these models because their life was inside out. Their fountainhead was the spiritual health. And of course, the rest of the healths are already taken care of like that. That's a beautiful state of Shuddha Bhakti. So if we are there, then we don't really need all this. But if our desire is to get there and we are trying our best to get there, then what do we do in the interim until we get there? That is where this wholesome devotee care service, the pyramid comes in picture. So when we are sadhakas, they are Shuddha Bhaktas, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam, inside out. Yeah. And we are sadhakas. So what do I do in order to get to that Shuddha Bhakti? I'm in sadhana Bhakti now. How can I get to that Shuddha Bhakti? And it's a journey. It is a journey. And when we say it is a journey, it's a journey through 5 koshas. Taittiriya Upanishad says this. We, all of us, we have 5 sheets, pancha koshas. One is Annamaya kosha. Next one is Pranamaya kosha. Third one is Manomaya kosha. Fourth one is Vijnanamaya kosha. Fifth one is Anandamaya kosha. So these are the layers we have. Yeah. And this is where most of our consciousness is, physical level, Annamaya kosha. We are making our journey from here to here. So we have to cross through these sheets to make it here. So when we are trying to practice bhakti, there are many emotions that would come out, especially in Anartha Nivritti, right? And then we are doing our Shastra study and take shelter of the holy name. We do all this. But we have to keep in mind that we have all these koshas to cross over to get to the spiritual health. If we try to just do this directly, ignoring what's happening to our emotions, ignoring the people around, devotees around, and just trying to do, sorry to say this, but like checklist bhakti. Yes, my rounds are done, like that. Just the external aspect of bhakti without introspection. If we do that kind of bhakti, then what we are doing is we're trying to bypass spiritually. Then there will be a lot of struggle because we are something inside and something outside. And for the name's sake, we are practicing devotion. And of course, we may be really sincere also. But if we don't, if we are not aware of what is happening within us and how to take care of it, then the bhakti journey is, it can be a little difficult with a lot of effort. And to practice it as susukam kartum avyayam may take a lot of time. So in order to save that time, in order to be informed of what is expected in bhakti and what to do when we meet challenges in different aspects, giving that kind of information, the support and the resources to help us practice our sadhana bhakti from wherever we are steadily and then slowly get deeper. So we may go from sadhana bhakti to Shuddha Bhakti. This is what the hope and prayer is for this wholesome devotee care initiative. And so as usual, when we do our sadhana bhakti, it is very important that we hear from the Shuddha Bhakta always, because Bhakti resides in the heart of the Shuddha Bhaktas. So this is a parallel thing that we do on a regular basis. Do the sadhana bhakti while we hear the Shuddha Bhaktas regularly. Srila Prabhupada purports full of Sharanagati, loving devotional service. So getting deeper into the purpose of Srila Prabhupada and hearing the bhajans of the acharyas, imbibing their mood, that should happen parallelly. Though we don't understand anything at all, or though we don't have any taste for it at all, the medicine has to go. The medicine has to go in, even in sadhana bhakti, very important. As we send that medicine to our heart from the Shuddha Bhaktas, we practice the sadhana bhakti. And what is sadhana bhakti? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, right? To hear and to glorify and to remember the Lord, right? So if my mind is going somewhere else, I have disturbed thoughts that I'm unable to settle. And if I have issues with people around, with the devotees around, how much of Shravanam, Kirtanam, and Smaranam am I able to do? Parikshit Maharaj said in the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, how should we hear Krishna Katha and practice bhakti? He said, Shrinvatam Swakatah Krishna, Ganatastha Swacheshtitam, Kalena Natidirgena Bhagavan Vishate Hridi. Parikshit Maharaj is saying, Bhagavan Vishate Hridi. The Lord in the heart is established. Kalena na atidirgena. Na atidirgena. It doesn't take too long for the Lord to get established in our heart. When? Shrinvatam. When we hear Shrinvatam, Shraddhaya Nityam, with such a faith. Granatastha. Then after hearing, then we contemplate, we remember and contemplate. Then Swacheshtitam. So much so that it comes out as practice. So are we really hearing like that? Are we really practicing bhakti like that? We want to, yes, we are trying, but there can be an obstacles in between with the mind, with the people around, like that, right? So what to do? How to navigate that journey? So we don't get too disturbed with whatever is happening with our internal weather, our emotions, and external weather is people around, right? These things will happen for all of us in bhakti. But how to handle that in a way that all of that can help us go towards the lotus feet of Lord Krishna in service. This is what our effort is, to see that kind of support and guidance and help is there for us as we make our transition from sadhana bhakti to Shuddha Bhakti. This is what wholesome devotee care is about. And in the WhatsApp group that was created, the Wholesome Devotee Care Global, there we will be posting all the necessary information periodically regarding all these aspects. And when we post a message, please see if that is useful to you and you can apply it. And if you think that it is not so much pertinent to you, then you may please ignore the message, because we will be posting all the messages that can help all the devotees at different states of their bhakti. Some may be in the very beginning, some may be a little advanced, right? So when the messages come, please keep that in mind. This is to serve all the devotees there, wherever their bhakti journey is, to help them and to guide and support them. Yeah, so that will be about the WDC Global WhatsApp. That is why it was created, to give all this information, necessary information, periodically. Okay, so I guess now we can move to the next topic. I will show you the booklet, Wholesome Devotee Care. I will be posting this in the WhatsApp group also. I'm bringing your attention to this booklet because you will see that all the basics that we need for all aspects of our health is compiled here. So all this information that is gathered here is the scientific research, allopathic, Ayurvedic, all that research for the physical health, and of course Shastric, you will see that. So this is for us, exclusively for us devotees. I mean, non-devotees can be benefited, but this is the compilation. Basic information, important information in a way that we can understand about all aspects of health is presented here. And I'll give you a quick walkthrough. I will post this in the WhatsApp group, so you may please go over it leisurely when it's possible for you. But let me just show you so you know what you are looking at. Here, wholesome devotee care. As I just explained, wholesome here is all the koshas together, from the Annamaya kosha to Anandamaya kosha. Everything spiritualized and healthy. That's what wholesome here means. Okay? Bhakti, susukam kartumavyayam. From Annamaya kosha to Anandamaya kosha. That's wholesome. And here, deepening bhakti through service to the holy name and devotees. This is based on Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura's instruction, where he says that service to the Harinam and service to the devotees will give us Krishna Prema. He guarantees Krishna Prema with these two things, serving the holy name and serving the devotees. That's why it's just placed here. And if you see this one here, this Namam, this Tilak, each pyramid here indicates each one of us, the devotee. And the five levels here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll go over that in detail. So that's from physical health to the spiritual health. So what we are trying to indicate here is, if each one of us, the devotees here in ISKCON, whoever is aspiring to practice bhakti in ISKCON and whoever is practicing bhakti in ISKCON, if we are aware of these aspects of our existence, and then see that our bhakti is practiced in harmony, then each one of us, all of us, will have susukam kartumavyayam, bhakti practiced in harmony. So like that, when every devotee is practicing bhakti in harmony, susukam kartumavyayam, then the whole ISKCON will be susukam kartumavyayam. This is what we try to represent there. Okay, and in the next, this is Sri Radha Golokananda and Srila Prabhupada. It's only because of their order that this service project is manifesting. So that's Sri Radha Golokananda. And also Her Grace Rambaru Mataji. I am very grateful to her. She has been my guidance, inspiration, and affirmation to go on with this service. So I wanted to express my gratitude to Rambaru Mataji too. Okay, in this booklet, we will see, this is the index, and these are the different aspects of the health. You can go to the page directly. And in the foreword, please see why this booklet is compiled. And now coming to, this is the pyramid that we are talking about, the wholesome health pyramid. This is physical health, emotional health, cognitive health, social health, and spiritual health. We'll get to the details of it as we go on to each aspect of the health throughout this year, in each quarter. Okay, but now we will focus on the physical health part of it, and we'll just go through this booklet. Focusing physical health now, because we will be starting physical health from Saturday morning. Yeah, we are going to start with the yoga and pranayama. So before that, just wanted to give a little glimpse of important aspects of physical health. So some information about the physical health from Ayurvedic standpoint is compiled here in way that we can understand basic and important information. And next one is, these are the 4 aspects of our physical health, Annamaya Kosha: food, exercise, sleep, and environment. You can go through each aspect of it and see which part of that information is useful to you. Again, I'll post this one in the WDC global WhatsApp group. So that's about the food. And sleep, we tend to ignore that. But why is sleep so important? That information is compiled here. This is something that I want to bring to your attention. This is a proven one, the scientific research. This is the medical information of how our circadian rhythm works and what happens to our different organs in our body when we rest, and how the sleep is an important aspect in our health, and having regular sleeping habits is very important. So you may go through this when you have time, but this is important piece here. And then, exercise. We only hear that word, but we are going to bring it in practice. We are very excited about this. Whatever we have discussed here now, we are going to bring it to practice. Exercise will start, yoga and pranayama, and then sleep. Please go through the booklet and see that we have regular sleeping habits. Once in a while, if there is a deadline to meet, that's different. But generally, having regular sleeping habits would benefit our health, environment. Okay, that's all. That's about the physical health, just important points. Emotional health. Okay, we'll discuss this in detail when we get to that part, but that's about emotional health. Very important information is there in the emotional health, how to navigate through this emotions. We may think, oh, this is all science, and can I just not do bhakti and they'll be fine? Yes, but when there is some help coming to sort out our emotions so we can practice bhakti better, this can be utilized well. So that's emotional health. And spiritual health, of course, Krishna Katha, Harinama, and some information about that. Very crucial points about Krishna Katha and Harinama. They're compiled there. How to do the Harinama. What did our acharyas say? How to do it in order to experience what is said in Shastra. That's all compiled here in the Harinama. And next one is social health, Vaishnava. Vaishnava etiquette, Vaishnava interactions. That is Vaishnava care. Cognitive health is intellectual health. For us, it's Shastra. So some information about that. And this is the final thing. This is what we were discussing. If each one of us are able to practice bhakti in harmony, susukam kartumavyayam, serving the holy name, serving the devotees, caring for individual emotional and physical needs, and reading Srila Prabhupada books daily, Acharya Vakya daily. Then from sadhana bhakti to Shuddha bhakti, gradually from wherever we are yet. Okay. I'm going to pause here and take any questions or clarifications that you might need. Yeah. Yes, please.